So we have General Electric boiler. It's the old boiler. We have make and model. I really want to say what the make and model is. Okay. It says serial number 17350-315, and the model number 24H30. So this is the model number. It's a gas boiler. It looks like the gas valve had been replaced, which is fine. And the pilot's on now. But here is a problem. There is a Aquastat that is not connected to anything. So this is the Aquastat. It was actually connected most likely to the old gas valve, and I don't know what the old gas valve looks like on these boilers, but I'm pretty sure that was connected to a gas valve. So you would shut the gas valve off when the temperature would be 190 or so, and that's not connected to anything. Now, interesting that you're not gonna see on any other boilers. We have a pressure temperature gauge, so the temperature from the gauge is also connected to the boiler. That's a probe. Then the pressure is also connected to the boiler, and there's a little valve. You can shut this valve off or on if you have to replace the gauge. Now, this boiler cannot run like this. You have to have Aquastat to control the boiler, the temperature of the water. Otherwise, it will start generating steam, and that's not safe. It has to be a control. Now, there is another thing here. Let's go on the other side. And we have pressure relief valve right here, up here. And that pressure relief valve has to have a pipe coming out and going down, because if that relieves pressure, hot water, while someone's here, that's not safe. We have old style expansion tank, but again, the issue here is we have to have a pipe going all the way down on the floor. We can see that this is a gravity feed boiler. Gravity feed means there is no circulator pump, so there is nothing pumping the water. It just works off of gravity. And I know that Aquastats for these boilers are not available. You can't find these. It's a combination gas valve Aquastat. That's what it is, as far as I know, because I've seen similar boilers, and that's what they have. But in this case, that's what it is. Now, of course, I can't run this boiler, so I'm going to shut the pilot off because it cannot be operated like this. Let's go on this side. The bottom is return. The top one is supply. It's always amazing how the old boilers are done, all this piping, and you probably always think how all this piping had been done. But looks like the entire house, they would pipe the whole house and bring the pipes up to this point, and from this point down they just do the boiler and come up to header right here, and they put the union. That's how they did it back in the days when they installed this boiler. Also, the return, they did the same way. Actually, this is supply. They did the same way. They brought it all the way here, the piping, and then they used union, and the last piece was custom size, whatever that would be. So it's not safe at this point to be run. Anytime you walk up to the boiler, you have to make sure you go and see the Aquastat, because I've seen this several times already, and make sure you see the pressure relief valve. I've seen pressure relief valves simply missing, not even there. So very important, you have to locate and see where the pressure relief valve is. If there is none, then you have to install. And any boiler, does not matter if it's gravity feed or whatever they are, has to have pressure relief valve. There is no boiler type that cannot have pressure relief valve. It has to have it. That's where the boiler explosions were happening back in 1800s and probably 1900s in the beginning, until they figured that pressure has to be relieved somehow if it reached certain pressure. All right. Hope this was informational for you guys. If you like content like this, please comment and subscribe. Thank you.